President, thank you. Mrs Reding, thank you also for your words. Can I say, first of all, I think it is so good to see the Parliament doing a report on implementation, especially at this stage in the life of a directive almost contemporaneous with the moment that it comes into force. And I would like to pay tribute to the work that Mrs McCarthy has done, because I think the Parliament has shown itself at its best in looking at what has happened in the various member states and highlighting what needs to be done, but also what has been done well. I have to admit that I was one of those sceptics that Mrs McCarthy referred to. I was nervous when a directive was first proposed, because Parliament, when looking at the Green Book, had said, first of all, that we didn't want legislation because we were concerned that this would threaten the diversity and experimentation which we saw taking place in mediation across the member states. But I have to say, we have seen through our workshop and through this report that nothing could be further from the truth. The directive has done a good job at providing a framework which allows that experimentation and diversity of approach to flourish across the member states. It is not a straitjacket, but it does provide sufficient legal certainty. There are problems. Clearly not everybody has implemented as they should. Some practitioners mutter about problems to do with the confidentiality of the process. But I think we should take heart from the fact that mediation is now seen as a method which is much more modern, more contemporaneous with providing access to justice across border. Could I say that maybe mediation is now more modern than we look back at medieval ways of providing answers to legal disputes, trial by battle, trial by ordeal. Traditional justice looks almost as medieval by comparison with mediation, which provides an easier solution with less stress to the parties and to society as a whole. Thank you to the rapporteur.